Howdy YouTube, it's Example. Welcome back to another video. Thank you very much for clicking on the video. And today's video is 4-2-3-1 custom tactics. Yeah! Tactics season, baby. Let's go. Alright, well, pretty much what we're going to talk about is 4-2-3-1 custom tactics. And the reason I'm bringing out yesterday's tactics video and today's is because FUT Champions is on the horizon. And you guys need the good tactics to get your team sorted for that weekend when it comes, which is 4 days away now. So, without further ado, actually, we nearly forgot something very important. Edwin, how many likes to get you a girlfriend? How many likes would you like? $50. Alright, you heard him, lads. Edwin said 50 likes and he gets a girlfriend. Alright, and then we have 2 cows. We can name her together, me and YouTube. Alright, boys and girls, without further ado, 4-2-3-1 tactics, are you ready? Alright, ladies and gentlemen, here we are. We're in our ultimate team. This is what it looks like. This is what we look like. Hello. As you see the sub goal up here somewhere. Yeah, that's not for YouTube. But if you'd like to sub on YouTube, you can do that too. That sub goal is actually for Twitch. But let's just go ahead and look at the team, alright? Let's just go look at the team. This is my team. Yes, it's overpowered. Yes, a lot of FIFA points, yes. But it's fine. Is it okay? I'm a professional FIFA player. J-Links Esports, baby. Oh, look at me. I'm a professional FIFA player. Don't worry about that. I still have some savings, like €4 or something. Alright, so 4-2-3-1 tactics, ladies and gents, is what we're doing today. So let's go look. If you want these tactics, 4-2-3-1 wide, do let me know. Because they're pretty good too. Alright, 4-2-3-1. Here we are. Again, if you watched my video yesterday, the 4-4-2 tactics, I showed you guys that it really isn't worth all that much to actually change your forward runs, your you know what I mean, direct pass. Basically, your offense chance creation isn't very needed. But let's just start off at the top, alright? So we have the defensive style, which is balanced, alright? Press after possession lost, fullback step up too high, counter attack too easy. Press after heavy touch just shouldn't exist. It just shouldn't be a thing. I don't know why it's in the game. Constant pressure, your players will be dead by the 50th minute. And drop back is too defensive when you're trying to attack. So this formation is a thing. It's between two, you know what I mean? You're not just doing one anymore, you're doing both. So this is why it looks what it looks like. All right, so balance is fine. I'm all right with that. The width is 45 on defense. The reason for that being, you know, I got 6 members, you know, the 2 defensive mids and the 4 defenders, like 6 of them across the board. If it was any lower than 45, it gets really clustered and it's almost too hard to come out of defense. It's really hard to get out if it's any lower than 45. So 45 is the minimum, I think, where you can still, you know, you can defend and then boot the ball forward to a cam, ram, lam, DM, whatever, and make it look okay and make it, you know, a decent counter-attacking opportunity. If the width is lower, it's harder because your opponent's players are more likely to be on top of you or intercepting the ball when you're trying to get it out of your own defense. So yeah, that's why defensive wise, that's why that is the case, you know, because obviously they're going to be a 45 width from the start of when you interrupt your opponent's play, and then they'll spread out to this one here, which is 58. Alright, so 45 is what we start at. That's okay, I'm okay with that. And then the depth is 55. 60 is the maximum that I'm seeing anybody use this year. It's ridiculous. Once you go over 60, it's just stupid. You already know that the defense drops really deep anyway, so if you have a high depth, it just means the gap between the defenders that didn't follow the run from a striker is going to be huge. So 55 is a good little segue between not being, you know, very deep, but also being deep enough for when your centre back decides to join your opponent's striker on a jogging run toward the box. So 55 is fine. That's what we deal with now, all right? That's fine. We take that on the chin and we keep on going, all right? I don't mind it. 55 depth. I'd rather be able to press higher, but hey, if it's not possible, it's not possible, you know? So, and then offense, the build-up play. Again, I see a lot of people using long ball. I don't really see it being too effective just right now. Not for me personally. It's too one-dimensional. And am I one-dimensional? I can be at times. Yes, absolutely. I think it's too gimmicky, or I don't know, there's something about it. And I just don't really like it, but it is definitely viable. If you want to use long ball, do use that. But for me, balanced is fine for the time being. I don't like slow or fast build-up, so balanced is fine. And chance creation, as I said in the last video, if you haven't checked out the 4-4-2 custom tactics, do. It's a very good, very good formation this year as well, so check them out. I looked at possession, too slow. It's too pattern-based. I looked at forward runs. Your fullbacks come up too high, leaving you too exposed for the counter. And direct passing it's just too tiki-taka in tight positions. Yes, you do need to pass to get into good positions this year, but you will get to a point where passing won't do it for you anymore, and you end up isolated. So like for the most part, yes, passing is the way to go with the meta this year. But once you reach the final third, you can't pass in and get around at the same time. It doesn't really work. So I would just stick to balance. Direct passing doesn't do it for me. I've tried it in 3 or 4 different formations now, so I would definitely be against it. And here, as you can see, the width is 58. Now, I didn't want to go 60, as I said. Like, 60 is pretty wide. I didn't want to go 50 or 55, so I decided to go 58, and I feel like it's working. I'm trying to work, all right? You see this 4-2-3-1? I'm trying to figure out the best width for finesse shots, and the best width that I've found for finesse shots is 58. And that's first time finesse shots that I'm looking for, okay? So you'd be with, say, I have my Kante in left defensive mid, and Mbappe, I think, is like Lamb. If I pass from Kante into Mbappe, I want the best angle for Mbappe to shoot at. And 58 width has given me the best opportunity to do that. So I've figured out thus far. I know it's an odd number, so your brain is going to be very annoyed. But hey, man, I'm here to make the best custom tactics, not the most formatted ones. All right? And then here we go with the players in box. Yes, it looks like what it is. You know what I mean? We have who looks like a cam striker Lamb running into the box, perhaps. I'm still testing around with this. I don't think I'm the best when it comes to players in box. You could even put this lower. You could even put it to 3, honestly. This year, like, being in the box is actually worse than being outside the box. So I think maybe even like this, I might actually try that. But anywhere from 3 to 5, in my opinion, is definitely the go-to for this. And here we go with the team. This is what it looks like, and let me explain a few things for you. So Hakimi is my right back. Theo Hernandez my left back. 2 absolute great fullbacks. My 2 favourite fullbacks in the game so far. We have Vieira as right defensive mid and Kante as left defensive mid. I like my complete anchor of midfield to be the right defensive mid, and I know Kante is also an anchor, but I was using Pogba here until very recent, and I think I would also almost say your more agile defensive midfielder should be on the left hand side. I don't know why, but I just feel that way. All right, don't really question me on that. But yeah, that's the way I've always worked it. You know what I mean? Like the big is on the right, the small is on the left, as such. And then we have Son in Ram because he can get on his left and have finesse shots, and he can also run down the wing and do bits from there as well. We have Mbappe and Lam for finesse shots as well, and then we have Neymar who can shoot from both feet. So calm 5-star, 5-star. It just makes a whole lot of sense. Okay, and then in striker we have Cristiano Ronaldo, of course, the man who can header the ball from 80 yards and score. This team just works really well. This is the way I think everybody should set up a 5-star in the middle. Finesse shutter, agile, shithouse, and then good fullbacks as well as centre backs. So we'll go in now to the instructions to this lovely team that we have here. And what we have is the balanced width, mixed attack, everything is normal except stay forward. As I said in my last video, the reason this is because if you have him on basic defense support, he will lose, or what is it? Sorry, yeah, it is, yeah, basic defensive support. He will lose stamina quicker, and I don't like my forwards losing stamina. The only reason they should be losing any stamina is running forward or, attacking. So that's the reason for that. We move to the cam. He is stay forward, balance crossing runs, stick to position, and normal interceptions. The only thing that has changed is stay forward again on this card. And the Ram and Lam are the following. Stay forward, get into the box for cross is the only other difference that we make for these two. Back post crosses at a certain angle are very good this year, and I've figured it out. Not a lot of people have. So I'm looking forward to bringing you a crossing and corner tutorial in the near future, okay? We'll go on to the fullbacks then. So we have stay back while attacking, and that is the only thing we change on the fullbacks, okay? They're very good fullbacks. Once they stay back while attacking, I just think they're amazing. I think Theo Hernandez is better than Ferland Mendy for staying back while attacking, and I'm going to stick to that. I think he's class. But these fullbacks are crazy, bro. I can't believe how good they are. And they're pretty cheap, like 200k in total for both. An absolute steal, man. Completely shores up the defense. Anyway, we'll move on to the defensive midfielders, and then we can consider ourselves pretty much done. We have Paddy Vieira on the right, all right? And here we go with his defensive behavior is man mark, stay back while attacking, and cover center, okay? The reason man mark for Paddy Vieira is he is a tank. He is wide, nearly as wide as Edwin, all right? So you want him to be on somebody that is going to be in and around that position. You always want him to be on somebody, annoying somebody, breathing down their neck, all right? Pretty much. And then we have Kante, who is cut passing lanes, cover centre, and stay back while attacking. Again, he is amazing at intercepting, probably the best interceptor of a ball that we've seen in modern day football. So he is the reason why I have cutting pass lanes and then stay back while attacking, cover centre. We let Vieira do the man mark stuff. We let Kante, chop it up in midfield, break down any play that's trying to happen. And that is our 4-2-3-1 custom tactic. Alright boys, well, I hope you enjoyed it. Alright, them 4-2-3-1 custom tactics are good. Alright, trust me on that. You can definitely assure of that. And as I said in my 4-4-2 custom tactics, if I out-team someone, I use 4-4-2. If they out-team me, I use 4-2-3-1. You will have more joy holding onto the ball a bit more in 4-2-3-1. So I'd actually recommend that a little bit more. But I think both of them are very solid formations, two that you can switch between. So I recommend you to watch the Praz video that I made as well yesterday. So thank you very much for watching, boys and girls. I enjoyed making these tactics videos. If you have anything to say to me or you want to comment on anything, make sure to leave it down below or follow me on Twitch and we'll talk over there. Thank you very much for watching the video, boys and girls. It's been an example. Good luck.